Hi, hi, hi. Welcome to the Big Sleepover Moviecast. Tonight, from 1990, an American science fiction action film written by brothers Jim and John Thomas. Yes, John Thomas, another name for a penis. And a former lifeguard teacher and ditch digger who wrote the first Predator. Also wrote with his brother Executive Decision, Wild Wild West, and Behind Enemy Lines. So, hey, stay tuned for probably all of those. This film is directed by Stephen Hopkins, an Australian director who apparently has never directed a good film. Got to start on Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. Went on to make Predator 2. Oh, that's what the film is. We're watching Predator 2. And then he followed it with Judgment Night. So that's an interesting film. It is kind of bad, but kind of good at the same time. Interesting premise. But his quotes all over Wikipedia about how much he hates his work. So yeah, we're watching Predator 2, the non-Arnold Predator movie. They couldn't get Arnold back. It still was a big hit, catapulted by the first movie, 20 to 30 budget estimate. Box office 57.1. Now backing up to the writing, Jim and John Thomas wrote the original script. So according to Wikipedia, they had the idea for the script in 1983, and he asked his brother, the ditch digger, to help. They took inspiration from a joke circulating Hollywood concerning the Rocky franchise. I don't know what that joke is and doesn't say, and wrote a screenplay based on it. Don't, again, understand the connection there, but maybe the joke is you can get in and create a franchise by being a writer, like Stallone. But then again, you got to look like Stallone. Anyway, the original script was called Hunter. And then, as we know, they passed that on, or rather, when it was bought, turned over to Joel Silver, of course, who we all know. But then the writing kind of was turned over more famously to Shane Black. So Shane agreed to be in the movie and made uncredited contributions to the script. So although everyone only remembers him and nobody really talks about John Thomas, or Jim and John Thomas, but there we have it. This is a sleepover classic. I absolutely love it. I bought the 4K multi-pack. I know there's no Dolby Vision as of yet for any of the initial Predator movies, at least. But wanted to check this one out. It has a huge cast. So, of course, Danny Glover, who everybody loves and loved, especially around this time. You know, was at the height of the Lethal Weapon franchise as well. Plays a really gritty job and does a good follow-up to Arnold. Kevin Peter Hall as the creature itself. Gary Busey is in this. Ruben Blades, Maria Conchita Alonso, Bill Paxton, Lillian Chauvin, Robert Davi. Hey, see previous episode, Raw Deal. Adam Baldwin, but not related, I believe, to the Baldwins. Kent McCord, Henry Kingi, Morton Downey Jr., Calvin Lockhart, Jesus Garcia, Playboy Playmate Terry Weigel, Michael Papajohn, Casey Sandler, Pat Skipper, and Jim Ishida. Elpida Carrillo reprises her role as Anna Gonsalves as a cameo appearance. So again, really stacked cast. Now this is Predator in the Urban Jungle, really hot and ultra crime infested version of LA. But in 1990s, you know, we had the riots, you know, and then by 1992, the great trashing of LA and the fires would start. And of course, Rodney King leading, you know, as the preface for that. So it was a time of great turmoil, and kind of started the LAPD as the overly militant, ultra violent cop force, that was more or less resolved as California changed their opinion towards many things related to crime and punishment. Now, this film was up against a bit of it, too. The early 90s was really a golden era. So weekend gross, first weekend was $8 million, behind Dances with Wolves, Three Men and a Little Lady, okay, right, Rocky V, and their own film, Home Alone. So, you know, people went to go see all those films, because all those films, I don't know about Three Men and a Little Lady, but the other films are really good. And so but they eventually came around and saw Predator 2. Now, again, I really like this film. I own it on VHS. That was the first copy. I've got it on Blu-ray and I have it now on 4K, and I will buy it again in Dolby Vision. I've seen it a dozen times, but I haven't seen it in 4K aside from probably, no, I would skip it if it was on streaming now. So yeah, this is going to be a multi-year rewatch, and very excited for it. Critics hated it except for Danny Glover as an action hero, which they liked. Danny Glover, he was already doing action in the Lethal Weapon franchise. But let's see, 1990. So 87 was the first Lethal Weapon. And what about Lethal Weapon 2? Okay, so 2 would also come out, and 3 would come out a couple years after this one. So yeah, he was already an action star, but was great as the lead, in my opinion, and is great in general. It does have a feel of RoboCop to it. One of the reviews in here mentions that. Roger Ebert gave it 2 out of 4. Said it is, quote, angry and ugly. So there you go. I mean, but he's inconsistent, ultimately. If you go back, he likes some real stinkers. Interesting and perhaps very stereotypical Australian director here, talking about the film, saying it's over the top. I was like a rampant child running around LA, blowing the shit out of everything and making things as bloody as possible. Yes, well, that's what I'm in for. Danny Glover is proud of his performance, saying I have 2 films I feel I've done that was bigger than life in which I could control that space. Silverado, yeah, sure, agree, stay tuned on that. And Predator 2. In Predator 2, it's like, who's the baddest cat in your space? And the baddest cat says, I'm going to challenge you, mano a mano. I was the baddest guy in his space. What happens? I kill him, and then other come around, and I'm like, all right, who's next? Who wants a little? I was about 42, 43, in the best shape of my life. Yeah, well, he's still alive today. And yeah, running on the beach, had my training, lifting weights. Nice, and he does look great in this. Originally, it was an NC-17 rating. We may be watching that version. I believe maybe the unrated cut is out. I forget about the releases here. Let's see. Nope, it looks like it is the R-rated version. Boo. Well, make it the NC-17 version, please, on your Dolby Vision release. Lastly, there were changes to the alien, the Predator itself in this film. They wanted him to appear more urban and hip. So tribal ornamentation on the forehead, brighter skin coloration, greater number of fangs instead of just the 4, I guess. We'll have to see. And because they owned Alien, Fox, now Disney, and this is why we won't get the NC-17 version, added the alien or the xenomorph head in the trophy skulls in the Predator ship, which we all saw, and led to the Alien versus Predator movies, video games, etc. All right, let's go ahead and cue this motherfucker up. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. '20th Century Fox. So we have HDR10, but not our little layer of Dolby Vision. I remember this film looks pretty good, and there's some really cool scenes, like in the frozen area. And because it's less about him being totally invisible in the woods, you get to actually see him better. And they make you think it's the jungle. But no, friends, it's just LA. $1997, as in the future. Well, little would they know how much would happen in LA in the next 2 years. Yeah, 109 is not even that bad. We regularly get up to like 115. This is like some wet dream of those of you gun nuts with your Punisher fucking logos. Fuck this. Love it. I think this is well done with the news cameras. I mean, why don't you just get some people to come up from behind them? You are the LAPD. This gang is really well armed. Are they the cartel? I mean, how'd they sneak a grenade launcher into this? Jesus. And that guy flipping the bird, also just seen in a Raw Deal. Here he is. Now he's very much a John McClane in this. Also, I'm too old for this shit. Except he's looking great. Look at him. Handsome man. I love all the extra shit in 97 they assumed you would have on your gun. If you put that on your pistol. Oh, really? Yeah. All pistols. Again, these pistol experts in these films. I guess you can't bring back the minigun, but you should. And I know that we'll get bigger weapons as we go, but just feel like, that's his personal arsenal. Should have a few other, like, shotgun, sniper rifle, something cooler in there. Predator's like, oh, one of these humans is doing something badass. I guess they only bought one grenade for their grenade launcher. Yeah, I don't think those two jackets would stop that barrage of bullets from penetrating that car that only has one door. Yeah, here we go. Oh, hell yeah. I wonder if the director was doing fat lines of coke in this film. Shane Black was. Although not part of this film, though. At least not what I read on the Wikipedia. Interesting. Fuck yeah. Shit. Brutal. Yeah, this movie is fantastic. And, having just watched Raw Deal, now watching this one, it's a reminder why this is the top of the tops. And Raw Deal is more of, an acquired taste. Now, is this God tier? No. But it's close for me because it does have that sentimental value. And because I owned it on VHS, but not the first one for whatever reason. I think I bought it, like for $2 or something when I could afford it. I have watched this more. No, okay, that's not true. Because we kept renting Predator and it was a, sleepover staple. Yeah. See, I miss the coked up ultra violence of these movies. Like, an action movie has to be a little offensive, a little raw like this. And so we go from street war to now building level. And there's a video game of this. I don't know if I ever played it. I don't know if there was ever a good Predator video game outside of the side-scrolling beat 'em up, which may have been Predator and Aliens. God. uh, nice job with the bullets having the shells being hot. You and me both, man. I don't like heights either. Nope. Ugh. Right on the food table. Craft services. I'm too old for this shit. Damn, it's hot. Uh, that looks good. It looks good like that. Great shot. Beautiful to see, 90s LA. An utter lack of people, and a lack of people with cell phones listening to music publicly. Y'all know that's a problem, right? Not just in LA. Good special effects scenes. Again, I always liked how they did their special effects. And again, you get ultra gore in Predator 1 too, so it's not unique to this film. You know, but overall transfer looks pretty good. I would prefer it to be a little sharper. Now, why are they covering up his dick? I thought you saw his dick. Has it been a while? Am I wrong? Maybe that's what they covered up. I'll have to go watch my VHS version of this. Mm-mm. Mm. There he is. Now, you saw him up against Arnold. Danny Glover's definitely taller than Arnold, isn't he? God, I love his voice too. More helicopter stunts. Back before we realized we shouldn't be using those because they kill people. Uh, Government boys with mysterious suitcases. I mean, yeah, he just did all the work and killed everybody. There he is. Ass like a 13-year-old boy. It's the weirdest line of that film. Let's see if it's in the 4K when we watch that. R.I.P. Paxton, man. See previous episode, Weird Science. He's going to be in a ton of films we watch eventually here. There he is. Fuck yeah. I love it. Voodoo Gang. Very tight script, honestly. You know, I'm hating on John Thomas saying he's not Shane Black, but everyone online wants the uncut version of this, and I do too. Yeah, we're all my generation's feeling bad about being cut, as in circumcised. We're moving back to uncut, baby. Look at that zoot suit. Look at the color palette on this film too. So earth tone. Really makes it seem hot. Now they have industrial ACs. It's 1990. Meow, looking good. Actually, yeah, looking ridiculously jacked. 43. God damn. He's got that real Randy Quaid energy, doesn't he? So by this time, Randy Quaid was entering a, a renaissance, maybe, right? For Randy. This same year, Cold Dog Soup came out. Go check that one out. We'll watch it here eventually, but he came though. That's all he needed. Oh, she's running after his dick too? Uh, that is how young boys talk, though. Good lighting. Now, don't get me wrong. It's clear that that's not something he's ever said in his life. Here you go. God. Now, the Voodoo Gang also does nasty, gruesome shit to people. Oh, yeah. So here's your penis saying, I like how the Jamaicans are now militant. Crazy bald head. Irie Rastafari. Man. It's a very small man they've hoisted up there. Like literally, and it looked like a little fucking kid or something. Jesus. Forrest Gump. Oh, God. Nice blunt. I think police would have been called by now, right? Maybe not in LA, though. New weapon. He's just warming up all his weapons here. Super spear. Shit happens. You an ugly motherfucker. Voodoo posse. Ugh. Yeah, well done. He fucking handled it, though. Props to Paxton. Again, he requested the trade for a reason. I earned my time. Mm. Hung all of them up. Skinned them alive. Predators making a lamp. The Crack King. I feel like you could see his dong in the original cuts. It's that little technology bullet hole scanner. Sure skinned him quick. Should show that. El Diablo. Mm. How can you see that from here? He should have some cool Ray-Bans on. They did have them. The rest of the guys did have that earlier. Ooh. That a racist slight against him? Mm-mm. With your big nose. There you go. A guy his size. Danny boy. Oh. Thought that was Jack Black for a half second, but he would be way younger and skinnier here. But boys. Great, honest dialogue. I can't hate on these brothers. It's a very solid take on action. It has been, obviously. Ooh. Illegal search and seizure. Well, that was easy. While the night sleeps. Ooh. I am Batman. Oh man, Batman versus Predator? Fuck yeah. Has it been done? It's probably been done. Competing interests now though, but before the acquisition it might have been done. Ooh. A criminal's tool. What is this? Intentionally dark scene here. Good score on this part too. This director is hard on himself. He did a great job on this. And that is either a great location or a great composite. I think it's location. Maybe. Here's where a little bit better of a like a new transfer might help. Layer in a little better HDR brightness. Yeah, how would they miss that? You know, they're a team. They know what they're dealing with, and they would miss that. It's a cool Aztec theme, much like that mansion Frank Lloyd Wright, I believe, designed. A lot of unused space up there in that attic. It's cool he has industrial AC in that bitch, though. I'd need it too. Danny boy. Now, again, he saved him only to rip out his spine. But is it because they pull out their guns on him that he attacks every time? Mm-mm. 40% average aggression level. Police officer. Now, you'll recognize him if you're a fan of the movie Farscape. I mean, the TV show and the movie. Man, I wanted to love Farscape, and I watched every episode diligently, but really I only like the first kind of season, maybe second season. And I really hate Ben Browder. I just don't think he's a good actor. Yeah, I know. Hot takes. You're getting in the middle of a Predator 2 commentary, but I love all the chain of command. You're too close to it. Again, it's well balanced for what it is. The director and the script work together here. And each one of these actors is carrying gravitas, meaning balls. Every single one. Love it. Aggression level 60% above normal. Ooh. You flinch. Look at his little tie with an eye on it. Yeah, I believe they censored the dick scene here. I'm gonna have to look that up, and if so, I'm very angry. But this is what Disney will do to you. Again, good transitions too. A director that can do that kind of transition between scenes and the mix of media, you definitely have a, that's why they say there's elements of Blade Runner, but it's also elements of what Starship Troopers would do with the propaganda inserts. It's a great way to progress. And so we don't even feel like we lost time there. It's really clever, actually. Hell yeah, man. Totally hang out with those bros, even though they're violent, murderous gangs. Good soundtrack. It's got that contact high. Mm-mm. Again, love the progression through this and the gangs. And again, if you're not aware, Predator has dreadlocks, right? And so they build upon that with this. Nice hat at night. I love it. It's a good look. Hard boiled. Mm. I like how they respect each other enough to, take him into the heart. There's a bigger threat than the cops. Baggy. Again, Dashiell Hammond here, like I love what they chose to do with this. And the movie's only going to get better, y'all. Like, how is this not considered a classic? Rewatching it again, I know I'm biased. I admit that up front, but this is fucking fantastic. I would say you have Predator 1, which is top 10 or top 5 greatest action movies of the genre, which is dead now. It's fucking dead. Until they bring back squibs and live stunts. And Kung Fu is not American action. We need squibs, live stunts, and helicopters. And danger. And less CGI. You get to see our boy. Thought he'd removed his stealth. Yep. Again, great decision for all of this. Now, the thumbnails and the thumbs have always been problematic with his tapping into things. I think you should have had a double model. a more controlled finger model for that part. But, here's your exposition. I like that 1997 was a jump ahead. I do like near jumps in science fiction, near jumps in time with rather large jumps in technology. A great but small scene here. Moving quick. God, he's so sweaty. I love it. Great shot. Good soundtrack. Mm. There's your playmate, I'm guessing. Balloons for tits. Look at the costumes. Well done. I love the clash in the '90s of different different styles here. The baggy, the '40s, mixing with '80s hangover. Yeah, train level. Incredible strobe scene here. Really well edited too. God, this is well fucking done, man. Give me this on Dolby Vision and show the dicks. I'm gonna watch my VHS here and see. God, again, I have not seen this scene in quite a while, and I don't like flashy lights, but I really enjoy what the director did here. There's such an intensity. Nice fucking audio. Remember that spark. Love it. No one else thought to do that, and that bitch has no cameras. She didn't see anything going on. Bullshit. I love the tension, man. I'm just sucked in, y'all. Like honestly, I'm even going to give a 2 to 3 point upgrade to my already loving opinion of this film. But now this is kind of a masterpiece. Fuck that. Look at that slow shot. Like again, I'm not saying it's God tier just yet, but I forgot all the scenes and all the intricacies here. It doesn't kill women though. I see a baby in the oven. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And who put it in there though is the question. Was it Paxton? That ER officer looked suspiciously like Ghostbusters actor. Ernie Hudds. Let's see if that was Ernie. Look who else blends in because of the tones. Like seriously. Look at his pants and his shirt. He blends right into that. Yeah, there's your D-spinal Mortal Kombat. Now I forget if Mortal Kombat inspired. I think Mortal Kombat took from this film. Ah, nice. Nice. Again, great fucking just production on this. Oh, spine and pelvis. God. Futuristic pod. He can take being struck by lightning. That's not a part I remember, but okay, wow. I don't think you could kill a beast like that. I mean, there's an unfathomable amount of energy in lightning strikes. You don't know Jack. Huh? What? You're the lion. Yeah, again, like the dialogue moves quickly and it's stilted, but it's good. Like I really can't hate. All right. Infrared. They've studied a lot, though, haven't they? He's gonna come kill you in that van. Getting them. Now here's where we're losing some bit rate. It still looks okay, but I really need a better HDR focus on this here. My TV's balanced as best it can be, and I don't have the best TV, but I have a good one. It just doesn't look as good. Really well developed. I love how this scene's moving. They really got kind of like a notes from The Thing. When was that movie out? Maybe after this? Yeah, no, much earlier. Okay, that's what I thought. So The Thing with Kurt Russell. uh, well, we know what this is, don't we? But nope. He has multiple vision modes. Now, if he knows where they are, why isn't he communicating this with the team? Yeah, what's the point of having a headset? Who are they talking to if not them? Oh, dick punch. Throat rip. Great lines, man. squealing like a pig. Jesus. Payback time. Again, overall great use of special effects and CGI. Bare minimum. Yep. Not only dead, their cameras were exploded. Mm-mm. Damn. Mm-mm. Still killed his ass. M16 with a fucking grenade attacher. Nice. Water shorted out his little circuit. He's getting hits on him. Got that cannon. Already he's fucking him up. You just got to fight these bitches in water. Or mud. Those baggy ass pants. You get trapped running with that shit. Shit. Damn, moving those beef hunks. Now here's where you get to know the names of the various things he has, like smart weapon. Well, that's a lot of fucking slugs to take. It's like, at least in the first movie, it's glow sticks. They just broke and used the goo. Whatever cancerous goo that was. called Double Tap, motherfucker. You could put 50 more rounds in him. Crab. Spider demon. It's moving, bro. Shoot it in the forehead. Come on. So it's not the same predator, but I guess it's inherited the knowledge of Arnold's encounter. Arnold would still be alive, I think, at this time. That vagina of a mouth. Guess who's back? Yeah. I love this scene. Always liked him for whatever reason. And his son, Starship Troopers, a few years later. There's Smart Weapon, which is just a flying razor disc. Ooh, God, gruesome. Again, I want to see the NC-17 cut. Good sound design. Why did they give this film to this guy? Like, the only other thing he directed was the 5th installment of Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, is that considered like a glory movie? I'm not really a fan of those. And then you get the sequel to fucking one of the biggest action movies of all time. I don't get it. Weird. So Silver must have wanted a young upstart, someone he probably did cocaine with on the DL. He's like, here you go, man. Do it. Ooh. Taking that hit of that good stuff. Baby wants to fuck. Good writing, you know? He does have a straight up badge right there. Oh, I love this scene. Trying to nuke him again, but we ain't falling for that. And he has a free hand, but he's not attacking the guy. He's just going to blow him up. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but okay. And what a brute. Like, Predator must weigh 300, 350. He's just holding him up like that. Yeah, they really do that cartoonish sort of cutaway there. Jim Henson-esque eyeballs. Which was filmed, separate from where they were. Fuck yeah. Amazing design and direction. This guy is maybe too self-critical. We'll have to watch some of his others. Now, those aren't good films, but now he has acrophobia. I'd be pretty paralyzed there on that ledge. I have to get to safety quick. Oh, I always remember this. He makes like a crack cocaine glass thing he treats himself with. Oh, God. Hurry, 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 hurry. Just look at the wall to the left and hurry. Shit. My gator purse. There's one guy out there looking. I like that, watching as they film. Yeah, I'm going to boil up this crack right here. Get high. Luckily, they just need raw things like glass. Whatever this goop is. And some fucking drywall in there. Yeah. Ooh, we cooking up something good tonight. Little bon ton roulé. He does have a more advanced mouth part now. Gotta have Alex Trebek. Is it Ken Jennings? Not yet. It's a good stunt double. Yeah. Very much doing a heroin scene, right? I mean, like, locked in the bathroom, dying on that dinosaur tonight. So he's injecting it straight into his heart. I mean, that's it. Yeah, I was gonna say, all right, he's Super Predator now. Fuck yes. See, this is why no special effects. I know it looked a little weird, but like, imagine a 7'2" guy punching your fucking Yeah. Lots of heights for him to overcome. Again, good writing. Why is it got to be snakes? Taking from Raiders, right? Mm. Wow. Unprecedented strength to do that. I mean, come on. And to land on an uneven object like that from a 30-foot fall. But he's got smart weapon. And this is the first of a man using a predator's weapon cache, too. Ah, the ship. It's well done. It's crazy, isn't it? I love it. Again, I would give me the Dolby Vision version. Fuck you, Disney. Like, give me the penises and the Dolby Vision version. Uh, the dinosaur tribe, humans, xenomorph, Star Wars thing, maybe. I like humans, though. Netted his ass. And all he's got is smart weapon versus predator in his fucking ship with his tech. Predator's head is so big. Easy target for that, isn't it? With his dreads and his arachnid like appearance. Yeah, I mean, well, what a stupid move. Like, I remember thinking this is epic, and it is, but like, you know, it's not choreographed. And I don't know what I want from a choreograph, right? It can't make too much sense because you can't drag it on forever. But a little cat and mouse is good. Like, this is your final fight. I would take 5 minutes for this instead of one. Yeah, go ahead and do it, man. Like, gonna remember from last time? All the fake deaths. Chop his head off. You saw what he did to everyone else? Fuck you. And by the way, you gruesomely murdered humans. And we think it's over. So many predators. Pig face predator. And this is to set up the future of this franchise series. And there's the Godfather. Yep. And so he doesn't fight back for the first time. Who wants a little? He didn't get to keep a trophy, though. So it's kind of fucked up from a society of all male hunter species. I guess, he lost and he shouldn't have to a human. But to be honest, he should be able to claim his trophy if they were really respectful. Instead, he gives him his prized possession because he lives longer than humans and has been around for 400 years. Yeah. And that spawned so much fan fiction that I don't know if they've retconned it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you'd survive that, but good return to the first movie. Yeah, he'd be dead. If that thing touches you, not to mention the impact wave, the concussive wave, I mean, you'd be dead, you'd be knocked out, your organs would be fried from the impact. There's things in physics that are far more horrible than any of these movies ever represent. He's one of the greatest American fighters, or Earth fighters. Yeah, look at him. He survived again. He deserves to have that pistol. Mm. Now he's white, just like you. Mm. He has to run away from the regular cops. God, he's been through a world. And they shoot him, mistaking him for just some black man with a piece 17th century musket. Indefinite future coming back. And I mean, yeah, like what is he covered in? He's get him to the fucking hospital immediately. Great Sting. You know, again, I was caught up a lot in this film, just purely catching up and enjoying it. This is a top 15, top 20 of action movies of all time. I'm going to put it up there. I'm going to say top 20 for now. We'll reevaluate, but this was well done. This guy was way too hard on himself. John Thomas. Yeah, John and Jim. Jimmy and John Thomas. All nicknames for dicks. In a film about big dicks swinging. What's not to like? If you have never seen this film and you're scanning through this podcast for recommendations, go fucking see it. Enjoy this. This is well paced, well edited, violent, and there's a better cut out there somewhere in some form. Disney, release the dick cut. Good night.